Guys, welcome back to Javi and Eli Travels. In today's video, we're going to continue showing you how we built our custom van. This was a Ford E350. Those of you who don't know, we actually started the nomad lifestyle with a small van that we built ourselves. This is how our van looked with everything that we carried around. We had generators, solar panels, everything with us. However, today what we want to show you is how we built storage and drawers for this van. Even though it was really small in the inside, we managed to build a lot of cool stuff, and this was one of them. We built a lot of storage space to the point that when we got everything out to move into the RV, we were surprised how much stuff we had with us. But the most important thing for us was building these drawers. We had them both in the kitchen and also to store all of our clothing. And yes, we built a lot of them by Home Depot. That's actually something that you can do. It's not illegal, so don't be afraid to do it if you need to. For the kitchen, this helped a lot because we could keep everything in just that one place. Also, on top of the fridge that we had, we put one drawer and another one under it. This one was specially mine. So you can see I kept all of my girly things in there, and I loved it. It was super accessible and I could store a lot of my things that I couldn't live without. The one on top was designated to keep mostly food. By this time we still hadn't figured out how to organize everything, but at the end it turned into food storage, like dry goods, the rice, beans, bread, as you can see. And that is how exact Javi likes to build stuff. I remember him trying to figure out the best way to make everything look as nice as possible, and I really think he did an amazing job at that. And this entire space under the stove is where we planned to put everything related to the kitchen. That way we could have stuff, away instead of having everything laying around. And this was the end result. We ended up having two smaller, thinner drawers for the top. On the first one, we kept like all of the utensils. On the second one, since it was right next to the shower, we kept our razors, soap, and stuff like that, so it was more accessible. And then the third one is where I kept all of my pots and pans. That, by the way, the pans and pots that I could fit in there are the exact same ones that I still have nowadays. And I only use 5 different pots. Everything fit in there, as I already said. If you want to know which ones those are, I'm going to leave a link to our blog because I had to write about it since they've been so good, so helpful, to the point that I haven't even bought anything extra. So go and check the blog because it's really great, especially if you're trying to downsize that, you can find the perfect 5-piece for your kitchen and you don't need anything else, I promise. As I previously said, this is where we kept most of our dry goods, and we ended up changing the system for the door to flip up instead of having to like take it off and back on again. The same did for this cubby, and over there we also kept some dry food, and the rest of our clothing, or most of our clothing, they were in these 5 drawers that Javi made, and they worked like a charm. We were able to fit enough clothing for the both of us for all 4 seasons. As we have said before, we like the beach, but we also like the snow. So everything that we needed was there. The bigger things we kept under the bed, but most of our stuff was in these 5 drawers. And that is it for today's video. As always, we want to thank you for watching our content, and remember that we left a link in the description with the blog to the only pots and pans that you will ever need, and there are only 5. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one.